Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers as it concerns their first game in the playoffs after countless years of the Lakers not reaching the playoffs since the 2012 and 2013 season. The Lakers went up against the Portland Trail Blazers, and unfortunately, they started off the game one of the first round with a loss. And I just want to give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about the Lakers moving forward and what this loss means, like I said, moving forward. So I just want to give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about it. And without further ado, let's just get right into it. So guys, the Lakers finally are in the playoffs again. Like I said in the beginning of this video, it is the first time since the 2012 to 2013 season that the Lakers have reached the playoffs, and it's all because of the help of LeBron and Anthony Davis and the rest of the Lakers squad in the 2019 and 2020 season, for them to achieve that particular goal, that is to reach the Lakers into the playoffs. And hopefully, with all signs are being put out there that the Lakers have a chance of winning the NBA championship. Unfortunately, it's kind of blurry in the distance for the Lakers to basically achieve that particular goal, because the Lakers suffered a loss in the first game of the first round in the 2020 NBA playoffs. I said this in my last video. You guys can go check that out. The Lakers' weakness is shooting, and it's hurting them badly. I expected that the Lakers will play great, solid defense against a team that is not doing too well when it comes to playing defense. And I saw a glimpse of it, but it just never continued on throughout the game. And for some reason, the shooting, like I said, it's lacking. But it was worse, and it's nothing to compare of the Portland Trail Blazers' clutch shooting threes team. Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Anthony Davis, and if you think about it, also that young guy, I believe his name is Trent something. I mean, the guy knows how to shoot threes himself. I mean, the whole team in general, they are a good shooting team. And there was a chance that I saw from this Lakers team that they would have gotten the win tonight, even though it would have been a not so impressive win. It just wasn't. There are a lot of emotions when it comes to how the Lakers played tonight. The bench, other than Kyle Kuzma, did not step up. Okay, I'm going to start with them, because I said this before the playoffs ever started, and even throughout the season, even before the season ever started, that I want this Lakers team to step up their role. If you saw the performance of Anthony Davis and LeBron James, they are the two best players, and not just on the Lakers, but also the best players in the NBA. Okay, they are top 5 best players in the NBA, and they showed up by playing 30 minutes. And I believe LeBron James, had a triple-double out there, and I believe he broken a lot of records in today's game. And with, I believe, like 22, maybe 25 points out there for LeBron James, with 17 rebounds, and I believe he had 12 assists. And then you have Anthony Davis, who, first time playing for the Los Angeles Lakers on a playoff team in the playoffs, showed up as well. Okay, let's not deny it. I mean, there was some glimpse that the Lakers would have gotten a win tonight because of the abilities that Anthony Davis brought to the table, and it just wasn't the case for the rest of the Lakers squad. I mean, the lack of energy was not there, and I was just so disappointed by the rest of the Lakers squad. Kyle Kuzma, he showed up in the fourth quarter, okay, with his offensive attack in like maybe 1 minute, maybe seven minutes into the game, and I believe he shot free throws, and he went for a layup, and it just boosted the Lakers' lead by I think maybe 2 or 4 points. And then you had LeBron James come out of nowhere with shooting threes, and the Lakers were at one point were having an advantage managed type of lead. And it's just, when it comes all down to it, none of the Lakers on this team, other than LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Kyle Kuzma, they were the only 3 players that stepped up in tonight's game. That's my preference. That's what I saw, and it was just very disappointing to see how this Lakers team did not perform to their expectations when it comes to facing a team that's in the 8th spot and having a team that's themselves being the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. Is just one of those type of moments where it's like, what happened? What went wrong? Why you guys are acting this way? Why is this? What's wrong with this team? I just don't get it. Countless losses, what we saw in the bubble. Okay, I mean, well, obviously they're at the bubble, but I mean, how in the 8 games of the NBA restart, they went 3-5. I mean, come on. I mean, something is wrong with this Lakers team. We can go with the obvious. Okay, the shooting, the lack of shooting. That's fine. I mean, that's the weakness. We can't do nothing about how the Lakers play when it comes to shooting. But come on. I mean, none of the players on the bench stepped up. Dion Waiters? I mean, come on. I mean, I expected the Lakers would have gotten the first game under their belt. And then somehow they struggled a bit in the game 2, possibly game 3. And then, somehow they just end up finishing it, probably 4 or the 4th game or the 5th game. But, of the series, and it is what it is. And guys, I really did not want to make a video tonight. I would have probably done it in, the next day, but unfortunately, I just wanted to get it out of the way, because I was just want to give you guys my emotions and my feeling of how the Lakers performed in tonight's game. The clutch of the Portland Trail Blazers when it comes to shooting, and especially shooting threes, is unbelievable. I mean, it's just Damian. I mean, the guy is clutch to a T when it comes to shooting those threes. He's just an amazing player. I mean, I won't be surprised if he continues that type of energy throughout the first round, and they basically kick off the Lakers in the first round, and that's what makes the Lakers being one of the most disappointing teams to ever fall to an 8th spot type of team in the first round, being the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, which gives other teams like the Clippers a better advantage to move into the playoffs with a much better chance of winning a championship. That's my fear, and I just, really, guys, I'm just very angry. I'm very disappointed about the lack of performance by the rest of the Lakers squad, from Dwight Howard and, going down from there. I mean, Danny Green. I mean, it's just it's very sad, very ridiculous. I don't know, it's because of the atmosphere, and at the bubble that's, ruining the Lakers, momentum and their ability to play. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on with this team, but they need to get their act together and just go out there and perform for Lakers Nation, who are watching from home during a quarantine, during a pandemic. And it's just one of those type of moments where you just have to, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I mean, it's just very disappointing to see how this Lakers team, the way they're playing, and I just hope they did just turn this thing around. I mean, I said this numerous times in my videos when it comes to the Lakers loss, that they need to turn this thing around. But we didn't see that for quite some time. And, even though the last memory that we have of the Lakers winning was against the Denver Nuggets, okay, and that was, I believe, 2 weeks ago, maybe it was a week ago, something like that. It was that type of win. And when it's all said and done, the Lakers, something needs to change. I mean, Frank Vogel, do something with the starting lineup. Change it up. Do something. Put Kyle Kuzma in the starting lineup. Do something with it. I mean, it's just, and I know maybe there were some players that, did not play for some oddly reason, and just giving more minutes to players like LeBron James and Anthony Davis. But, it's a whole team effort. Team efforts really win games, and I did not see that from this Los Angeles Lakers team. The only players that just basically, like I said, stepped up was LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Kyle Kuzma off the bench. So it's just, I don't know. I'm all up in the air. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos. I mean, this is not one of my finest videos to be making, because I like to go into detail of how the Lakers played and, the stats and everything. But, this one is just not the case, because, this is the playoffs. And I expected a lot of a good advantage for the Lakers when it comes to playing in the playoffs with the veterans that are on the team who have playoff experience, and it's just not the case whatsoever. And I'm just very disappointed of how the Lakers played tonight. And the only thing, I said it before in this video now, the only thing that I want to see from the Lakers is just to turn this thing around and just play the best basketball that they can, because the Portland Trail Blazers are really giving the Lakers the run for their money, because they are showing up and they are putting out a message to LeBron and to the Lakers organization that they are a team that's coming, and they are a team to not be messed with. And it's just how it is right now. I mean, they are a very talented team, the Portland Trail Blazers, and they want to make a name for themselves. Okay, Dame is also making a name for himself, and he's not well appreciated, and he deserves his credit because he's showing up for a team that's not well recognized as one of the best teams in the NBA. I mean, they are in the very small market type of team, and it's just, he's basically putting a huge name out there for himself and for the organization, and it's showing. And something just needs to happen when it comes to the Lakers, and hopefully it does in these next couple of days. And it's just, we just have to hope that things turn around for the Lakers. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe things will change once Rajon Rondo returns, but it's just, something needs to happen, and it's just I don't know. Maybe some rotations need to be made, because nothing will change when it comes to the shooting, and it's just the defense needs to be more active and more aggressive when it comes to playing a team like the Portland Trail Blazers, who are a clutch shooting team. So that's something to look forward to and something to think about when it comes to moving forward for the Lakers and during the playoffs. So Guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe. Please give me your thoughts about the Lakers' loss against the Portland Trailblazers. Where you think there should be improvements be made. Do you guys agree with my analysis? I mean, please comment down below. You know, I don't want to go on another rant with this video because I just wanted to end this right now because I'm very disappointed, and you know, just something needs to change, something needs to happen when it comes to the Lakers. So please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, like all my social media sites. I'll leave the links in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, like I said, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, share my videos, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.